Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chemical Reactions. I'm Chuck.
And I'm Juliet.
Today our 15,000 subscribers special. We're going to answer your questions right after this. Alright, so we posted on our community tab about a week ago. We got a bunch of questions.
From our ChemSquad members.
And Circle of Death members. You know, there's some from the both of you. Okay. So we'll get to it. You'll see there was a bunch of great questions. So let's get to some answers. Alright, first question came from the real Emperor. And that's Palpatine, of course. Simple question. How bad do you miss poutine? If you don't know, so we're from Quebec, where a national delicacy is poutine, which is essentially French fries, cheese curds, and brown sauce. I don't miss it at all, to be honest. Have you ever had poutine?
Yes.
Okay, all right, just checking.
Many times.
All right. Do you miss it?
Yes.
All right, cool. Metal Maniac, good old Metal Maniac, asked Chuck, what is your day job? I am a corporate strategist. For short, Juliet, do you find yourself listening to metal more since starting this channel?
Well, obviously I listen to metal more when we're recording videos, but outside of that, not too much.
All right, Raul, good old Raul from Circle of Death fame.
OG.
Yeah, that's right. Ask any plans for a full album reaction. No specific plans yet. I think it'd be a good idea. Not quite sure what format it would look like. Will we do kind of a 90-minute video, or we do it a bit more kind of snippets? I think it'd be good to do it at some point. No specific well laid out plans yet. Scotty Dubs asks, what made you want to start a reaction YouTube channel? What were your influences? I think honestly that's going pretty far. I can't speak for myself. It was probably the driving force behind that. If I think back to my childhood and my teenage years, right? Kind of listening to music with friends was a big part of what we do. That's how we learn about new bands and new songs, by essentially sitting with a bunch of friends and saying, hey, have you heard this? Have you heard that? And I think that's something that today's generation, the youth, does not necessarily have, because it's all about social media. And two, I've always been interested in essentially sharing music also a bit more broadly. I did some student radio. So, and then I kind of stumbled upon a couple of reaction channels like Lost in Vegas. Lost in Vegas was probably the first one I saw. I saw their reaction for one by Metallica. I was like, these guys are pretty cool. This looks like fun. And I discovered a couple of others like Alex Hefner. And then I kind of came with the idea it might be fun to do something like that with my kids, to serve a dual purpose of kind of showing my kids some of the music I enjoy, and a bit of the other way around as well, right? And then also being able to share it more broadly with all of you who may not know everything that we're going to be reacting to. So long answer to a short question. Sorry. All right, Chuck, how do you deal with the hordes of boys that surely must be beating a pad to Juliet's door? Baseball bat. All right, U.S. Soldier. Juliet, how many kids nowadays listen to metal, prog, thrash, death, sympho, etc.?
I think there's a lot of kids who wear Metallica shirts because they think it looks cool. I don't know if there's that many that actually listen to it.
All right.
Usually when I tell people, I'll tell my close friends that I have a YouTube channel with my dad, and that they're like, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, we react to music. And they're like, what kind of music? And I'm like, heavy metal. And they're like, okay.
All right, so not that many. Okay.
No, not that many.
U.S. Soldier is another question for me. What kind of music you had been listening when you were a teenager? A bit of everything, actually. I started with Metallica. I think I said that multiple times. Metallica and Iron Maiden were my first two metal kind of bands that I really started to get into. And then I had my death metal phase where I listened to a lot of the early 90s death metal bands like Carcass and Napalm Death and Cannibal Corpse and Deicide. And then I kind of followed the trend to grunge and alternative rock from the 90s. Personal favorite of all the videos we've done so far. There's a question from Methras.
I think the song I'm most likely to listen to, like on my own time, is honestly Master of Puppets.
All right. Maybe I can say my favorite discovery, right, of the things that I hadn't heard before that I heard as part of this channel. Probably the thing I go back to most often. I'd say a tie between Arch Enemy and Nightwish.
Nightwish was a big one.
Yeah. Medmax asks, have you accounts on the social media? If yes, what are they?
Links in the description below, baby.
That's right. Links in the description below. Alberto, frequent commenter Alberto asks, not a question, but a well-deserved comment. You're the type of family that's always poised to break the archetypical societal molds. If you don't mind, I will refer to you folks by conjugating my statement like this. Chuck has been doing an amazing job in raising Juliet according to today's standards. I'm 42 years old and will share this much. I was born in Lima, Peru, and raised under a very strict Roman Catholic environment. To these present times, Mother still has a tendency to question what I listen to, watch, and my opinions, while imposing hers as more proper. Father is far more laid back, and I feel as though I'm much better friends with him. Congrats, my friends. This family effing rules. All right. Thank you, Alberto.
Thank you.
All right. Lemur on the spot asks, is there money to be made with a music reaction channel? Short answer, no. No, not really. I think if you think about kind of the typical elements of where you can make money on YouTube, right? Probably the biggest one is advertising dollars, right? Advertising revenue. It's like for any advertising dollars, like 45% usually goes to the creator, 55% goes to YouTube.
If you get a copyright claim, your creator money goes to
completely away,
claimed.
right? So and close to 100%. Everything that has music in it gets claimed eventually. Usually it's right away. Sometimes it gets blocked. Sometimes it takes a few weeks or even months before you actually get a claim, but pretty much everything gets claimed, so no money there. I think the other sources is kind of money coming from the listeners, right? So that could be merch sales. You see a lot of people go to Patreon, donations. So we haven't really done that yet. I don't think I see us going to Patreon in the near future. You know, that sounds a bit complicated. And then the last piece is sponsorships. I think that's one thing that we started to do a bit more. We're getting actually a decent amount of offers for sponsorship. We're trying to only do the ones that we feel kind of fit for us, for the channel, and for you guys who are actually listening to our, watching our videos. You know, we did one with Amino recently, but I think all in all, if you want to do a music reaction video, music reaction channel, it really
don't get in it. Don't quit your day job.
Exactly. It really has to be something that you do because you're going to enjoy doing it. Does 46 ask, what is your favorite band and can you please react to Infected Rain? Do other people think it's cringe what you do? You're awesome. Keep it up.
Mom thinks it's cringe.
Yeah, all right. Probably. My favorite band nowadays, I think I'm beyond kind of the favorite band. I'd say probably the short answer is probably Metallica. I listen to so many bands now. Favorite band or favorite artist?
I guess my favorite artist would probably be Travis Scott.
All right. There you have it.
Which is more on the rap side, I know.
One Legion.
On Earth, one Legion.
Oh, okay. It's hard with just one word with multiple letters. All right. Have you ever been alone at night, thought you heard footsteps behind and turn around and no one's there? Good one. Good one. Fear of the dark.
Yes.
Fear of the dark. Yeah, actually, yeah, I think I did, yes. All right, Controller of Minds, what have you two, but mostly Juliet, learned about heavy metal since you started this channel? Some thoughts on the impression of the genre thus far?
I've learned that it's not all angry and screaming and scary, and that there's actually like a lot of powerful messaging behind heavy metal music, and that I don't hate it.
All right, perfect. Bailey King, have you ever been to New Zealand? No.
No.
Not yet. I'd love to, though. It looks amazing. So, bucket list. All right, Daniel Passot, on this point, if you would form a band, what bands would influence you? What parts and why? Metallica? Probably?
Yeah, you probably can't help but be influenced by Metallica.
Yeah, that's because I what I listen to. Yeah, it would probably be a bit of more of a thrashy type metal band.
Because I can't sing, but I can scream.
I think I can probably sing better than I can scream. All right, so we do a mix of stuff. Alexander Holmberg, are you afraid of spiders?
Yes.
No. And do Behemoth soon. Eduardo Santa Cruz, when will you start reacting to Behemoth?
Soon.
Soon, yeah, soon. Probably next week.
Have you ever been mistaken for Arnold Schwarzenegger?
And will you ever do a reaction to Bandmate? No, I haven't been mistaken for Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was Dick Trickle. That's a weird name. Michael Beasley. Well, you two, Slipknot and Korn both have two new songs floating around. So we did Slipknot. We'll have to do Korn. We'll do some Korn. Maybe we'll start with more of the 90s Korn before. But we'll probably get to Cold at some point. Did a lot of Slipknot. Jeff Carver Brown asked favorite Slipknot so far?
Probably Unsainted.
Yeah. Of the ones we did on this channel, I'd say Soulway Firth. Adam Haywood asked, what do you think is the best decade in rock? 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, or 2010s? I'm going to say 80s.
80s.
Do you guys watch other YouTube reaction channels? Yeah, we answered that one. I don't really... I think now, actually, I probably watch a few more of the other smaller channels that are what are getting recommended for me nowadays. So
we can know how to take them down.
That's right, global domination. But, it's also enjoyable to see the other small guys. All right, Blood Curse 62 asks, Juliet is a fan of rap, so will you do some more rap reaction?
Coming soon.
Yeah, I think we will. Okay, it's going to be interesting to kind of change the dynamic from going from me kind of
I will
showing her metal.
educate you.
That's right. We did, what was it? Old Town Road was like our first video we ever posted on this channel. And same week we did my reaction to your playlist. Got a lot of negative comments on those two. But I think we'll keep pushing. So I also want to keep learning and hearing some stuff I'm not familiar with.
Someone asked how old we are. I am not 13. For the record. There are a lot of people who think I'm like 13.
Yeah.
I am not.
He's not 13, 14, 15, or 16.
No.
All right. There we have it. Casey Coughlin. Will you ever react to Tool? Yes. Actually, we just did with their brand new song Fear Inoculum, and we did a few weeks back with Lateralis. We always get some weird comments, though, to be honest, on our Tool videos. Logan Parton, when will you guys react to Avenged Sevenfold? Soon. We actually did one with Walk as part of Undercover series. We got a lot of hate on that video as well. I think we'll do a just Avenged Sevenfold by themselves at some point soon. Yeah, Casey also asked, do you guys have private social media accounts? Yes. All right, that's a good one. Rory Mitchell asked, does anyone in the family play a musical instrument? Well, I grew up actually playing violin and piano.
I also tried violin. Did not work.
Yeah.
Also tried piano. Also did not work. But I can play the opening to Fur Elise.
Yeah, that was pretty good, violin, piano. And I did some musical theory. Like late teens, I started to play the guitar as well. I never got really that good at guitar. All right, Louis Grandi, also a regular commenter. I have been thinking about this a lot. I would like to see Juliet do a complete React review by herself without her father, without her brother, just her. All right, first of all, thank you. Second, go to our Amino page, because she actually just posted something. Link will be in the description below.
And I'll have more content with just me on Amino. Yeah. So if you want to download the app and check it out.
It's also an easy way to help support the channel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that was a lot of questions, a lot of answers. Please let us know what you thought about this format. It was fun for us. Was it fun for you? And thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us. We will see you next time on our next video.
Peace.